What's up, airsofters? What do you get when you put an M4 together with an MP5? KWA Mod 0. Better MP5 than the MP5? We're gonna find out today. We're gonna get started right now. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of our content. We love making airsoft videos and bringing you the best in airsoft, so go on ahead, hit that like button and that notification bell to get updates when we upload new and really cool airsoft content. We appreciate you all. What's up, airsofters? It's Big Dog Actual from Tac Dog's Tactical Airsoft, and we're not even going to beat around the bush. We're going to get right to it. Today we're talking about a very interesting airsoft gun that I've been wanting for a long time, and I finally got my hands on. Say hello to the KWA Mod 1. Now, this gun's been out for a while, and I've been really wanting to talk about it, but I wanted to get my hands on it first to get a first-hand experience on just how badass this thing really is. And you know what? Doesn't disappoint. Now, most of you know I'm a Krytacs fanboy, and if you don't know, check out the card up there to go check out our other video about my top reasons why I like Krytacs. You might agree, you might not. This is the second time I've gotten my hands on a KWA rifle, and you know what? The quality is really nice. Let's go over this very interesting SMG, like Flannel Daddy himself likes to go, from tip to butt. The tip, right off at the top, you can tell that this is something special. This is an anodized metal flash hider, and it's pretty dope. Very nicely constructed. It's one of the very few orange flash hiders that I don't want to take off. But if you do want to take it off and you want to mount a tracer unit, which I highly suspect that you want to do because this is a CQB rifle, and once you go tracer gang, you don't go back. It has a bit of a scoop to it, but that's not the only issue. The other issue is that the handguard itself isn't very wide, so it's going to limit the types of flash hiders you put on it. Take that into consideration when trying to pick what kind of tracer unit you want to put on here, because not all of them will fit. If you're an Acetech fan like me, the lighter C, Blaster, and the lighter S, and the standard Acetech tracer unit will fit in here just fine, because the threads will reach in, because the threads on the outer barrel are recessed into the handguard, so you need something that's thin. Unfortunately, the Acetech lighter BT will not fit. It's too big in diameter. So take that into consideration when shopping for tracer units for this particular gun. Moving up the gun, we have, of course, a monolithic rail with Picatinny on it. The handguard is very solid, very thick piece of metal with M-lock sections all over it. And what I really like is that the top rail also has porting. Now, it's not M-lock compatible, but it does reduce the weight for a very light platform, even though it's full metal. Moving to the receiver, we have a very interesting receiver. Check this out. We have a full metal upper and lower with all kinds of controls, with a plastic dust cover with the KWA logo on it. Pretty cool. But the biggest feature is on the lower, on this half, you have your standard MP5 controls. You have the standard MP5 paddle release, MP5 style 80 round capacity magazines with the stoppage follower, which is pretty cool. If you're an AR user and you want to get this to get into the MP5 round, but you don't want to sacrifice the M4 controls, you don't have to here. This has a M4 style magazine release, and for my left-handed players, the release is ambidextrous, so you can release it from the other side. Look at that. 3 modes of releasing the magazine for lefties, righties, and AR users. Now that's value in the package. Looking at the pistol grip, we have a very comfortable PTS EPG that comes stock on the gun. This is not aftermarket. That's a very cool feature. Ambidextrous charging handle. To lock the mock bolt back, you pull and press up the handle, and it locks back so you can access your hop-up chamber. Hop-up chamber consists of a rotary hop-up. Very, very well done. Kind of reminds you of the Krytacs rotary hop-up, but it doesn't click in place. But that's not an issue because once you set it, it stays there pretty well. Comes with a 603 tight bore inner barrel stock. Very nice, very nice. To send a bolt home, you just flick that down. Now, I know it's not an MP5 slap, and I kind of miss that, but still pretty nice though. Going on back to the rear of the gun, we have one of my favorite features. You know me, I like my tanker style stocks, and the one cool thing about this one, you don't have to push a button to extend the stock to its last position. It does so just by actuating some pressure on it. And once you lock it in, it stays right where you put it. Now, please note, in order to make it come back, you have to press the button. Otherwise, it's just going to stay where it is. And two, this particular battery compartment is extended. I bought the Acetech battery extender, which helps with the 11-1 3000 milliamp Titan LiPo battery that I put in this. And check this, airsofters, it's wired to Dean's. Yes, very, very good trigger response, and with a very clear break on that trigger. Now, let's talk about how it performs out of the box, because I have done nothing to this gun and I've had it for about a good 4 or 5 months. Out of the box, very accurate. I was hitting a hand-sized grouping at about 200 feet, and it started to open up around about the 250 mark. But very, very accurate. I put a nice red dot on it. Now, this isn't an EOTech, but it's EOTech-ish. Bought it off of Amazon, and you know what? For an Amazon red dot with a 2 MOA dot, for the price, it's pretty good. I do happen to like this red dot, and it looks very retro MP5 vibes with it on there. If you're interested in what red dot I have here, go on down into the video description. I'll leave a link for it for you. It is an affiliate link, so if you get one for yourself, it helps out the channel, and I appreciate it a bunch. Other than that, this is pretty much what you get in the package. You get a very nimble, usable CQB style gun, and you get your MP5 feels and you get your M4 feels all in the same package. What else do you get in the box? You get 2 Picatinny rail sections that are formatted for M-LOK compatibility, which I used one of mine to put a Handstop on there so I can get a nice C-clamp on there and get back on target. Please note that this KWA sticker does not come on the gun. I put that there myself, but it does come in the box. Overall, love this, love this. This is right up there with my Chris Vector. It performs about the same, not exactly the same rate of fire, it's a little bit less. The Vector comes in at about 19 rounds per second. This is about 14, 15. Has the variable FPS system. Now, why is that such a useful feature? Useful feature if you're playing indoors and you want to dial down your FPS just a little bit. It comes with a tool that you can access through the back, super easy, no disassembly required, and you can dial down for less power coming out of the barrel, or you can dial up if you want some more power in case you're playing outdoor or at an airsoft facility that has a higher FPS limit. You can adjust your FPS without taking the gun apart right on the field, which is super useful. Another feature is the quick change spring system. That does require a bit of disassembly, but not much. You just gotta take your stock off, which comes off with 1 screw. Very good, very well built, very well thought out. Also, guys, if you're interested in this very smexy, very cool John Wick I'm Back t-shirt, go on over to Desert Horizon Printing. My man Sean will create these very cool custom printed t-shirts just for you. He's got a lot of designs over there, or he can make something custom just for you. Follow the link in the video description and get you a sexy tee that lets the world know that your back and your dogs aren't anything to be messed with. Get you a sexy tee for yourself and tell them the big dog sent you. My overall opinion, this is one of my top favorite new airsoft guns that I got into my armory, and it just might be the last SMG I may buy. Don't quote me, because we all know I'm not. We all know that's not true. I highly recommend this particular KWA. They have 3 versions. They have the Mod 1, 2, and 3, which are all pretty much identical to this, except for some of the stock variations, and the lower is different and the magazines are different. Please note that the hop up and the chamber and the magazines are all going to be different based on which mod you get. So take that in consideration when looking for parts and upgrades for your KWA. All in all, this is really, really cool. I really enjoy this gun, and I hope if you grab one for yourself, you enjoy it too. Well guys, thanks for joining me on today's gun guide. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some value out of it. If you did, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell notification so you can check out all the cool content that we have coming out. 74% of you guys that watch our content are not subscribed. What the F, guys? Quit being weird. Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification and become part of the notification squad. That's our video for today. I am Big Dog Actual for Tac Dog's Tactical Airsoft. I'll see you on the field, but until then, stay tactical.